a family of 5, including an 8-year-old child, carried out the suicide attack on a police building in Indonesia this morning, according to Indonesia's police chief. At least 7 people were killed in the bombing in Surabaya, just a day after 13 were killed in suicide attacks on 3 churches. The family, riding on 2 motorbikes, blew themselves up at a checkpoint outside the police station on Monday, Police Chief Tito Karnavian told a news conference. At least 7 people have been killed after the latest bombing in Surabaya, Indonesia. Supplied the young child survived and is now recovering, he said. The blast occurred at 11:50 a.m. east of the Surabaya police station, Java police spokesman Frans Barangmangera told a briefing. The full extent of casualties was unclear, he said. There has been an explosion. We don't know exactly what happened, Mr. Mangera said. Heavily armed officers block a road in Surabaya leading to the local police headquarters, where another bomb was detonated. A family of 6 Islamist suicide bombers yesterday attacked 3 churches, killing at least 13 people and wounding about 40. Australians holidaying in Indonesia have been warned of the heightened risk of terrorist attacks after the latest bombing in the country's second-largest city. The Muslim fasting month of Ramadan kicks off tomorrow, and the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade's travel advice urges people to exercise a high degree of caution amid an increasing threat of further attacks. The Australian government has expressed its condolences to the victims and their families. At least 7 people have died in the latest bomb blast, just a day after 13 were killed in suicide bombings. Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton said Australia stood united with Indonesia. This threat is not going away and Australia stands absolutely united with a very, very crucial friend in Indonesia to make sure we can work with the President and the Indonesian government to keep their people safe, Mr. Dutton told reporters in Canberra today. Evil has prevailed in recent hours. He said the fact women and children were involved in the church bombings was particularly egregious. 1 million Australian holiday makers travel to Indonesia every year. A police officer stands guard near coffins being prepared for the victims of the church bombings at the weekend. Mr. Dutton said Canberra would be doing whatever it could to support Jakarta. Opposition leader Bill Shorten and Labour's Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Penny Wong condemned the attacks. Such an attack has no basis in religion, and is an affront to peace-loving people of all faiths, they said in a joint statement. It is particularly concerning to hear reports of the attacks being carried out by a single family, which murdered its own children. Former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd said the incidents were a sobering reminder of the new danger posed by Islamic State fighters returning from Syria and Iraq. Significant threat to Australians and Westerners in Southeast Asian region, he tweeted. Last year, the Philippines scrambled to quash a 5-month insurgency in Marawi. Australia provided surveillance aircraft and has been training Filipino troops in urban combat. Copyright 9 Digital Proprietary Limited 2018.